Four political stalwarts whose names resonate as a part of BVI history received special recognition at this year's Territory Day ceremony held on Monday, June 29th at the Central Administration Complex. Nia Douglas has more.
The Territory Day celebration included music, poetry readings, and speeches, each encompassing feelings of national pride. The ceremony also served as a platform to honor past politicians for their contributions to the development of the territory. Honorable Terrence B. Lettsome, Honorable Dr. Willard Wheatley, Honorable Hubert Robinson O'Neill, and Honorable Ralph T. O'Neill were all honored and given awards, 3 of which were posthumous. Brenda Lettsome Ty accepted on behalf of her father, the Honorable Terrence B. Lettsome, who's remembered for a number of infrastructural achievements, improvement in education, communications, and health services, but most notably the building of the Terrence B. Lettsome Airport named in his honor.
That was my father, and he served, I would say he lived to serve his people. He was never too busy, it was never too early. Some of my earliest memories are of persons coming to the house even before I got out of bed, calling Mr. Terrence. And no matter what he was doing, he dropped it and he went and he found out what his people needed. And every evening, he could be found at the sticket, finding out what happened that day and what everyone needed at that time. So I thank the government of the Virgin Islands for finding this time and opportunity to honor who I think, for me, was the greatest man. And I only wish and hope that I have the strength and the courage to continue his great legacy.
Honorable Dr. Hubert O'Neill accepted on behalf of his father, the late Honorable Hubert Robinson O'Neill, whose entrepreneurial skills and contributions to the development of Virgin Gorda were celebrated.
He was truly a statesman. He was the most charismatic person you could think of. He was beloved by the people. He was a most generous man. In fact, my mother had given up because whenever he made some money, he would give it to everybody else and forsake his family. But after a while, my mother just totally gave up and said, you do what you want to do. Because that was his nature. We thank the government of the Virgin Islands for doing this honor to our father, whom we cherish so much. And I hope to carry on that legacy in his honor. Thank you so much.
Douglas Wheatley also accepted an award on behalf of his father, Honorable Dr. Willard Wheatley, who's remembered for an array of political contributions, including the creation of the Ministry of Finance.
He served as Chief Minister in what I call the turbulent 70s. And if you think the present day legislators have difficulty, you should go back to the 70s. At one point, he had a majority of 1. Compare that to today, 11-2, and a few years ago, 11-2. He had 4-3. On behalf of the family of the late Willard Wheatley, I want to thank the government for honoring him, and we certainly appreciate it.
The final award was presented to the Honorable Ralph T. O'Neill in honor of his many contributions to the territory in various areas, which include, but are not limited to, infrastructure, education, and public service.
I did not go to the council to argue or fight with any member. I accepted any member that was selected by the people, and I worked with them up to the last day that I attended the council. I really do not have any regrets for the time I spent in council. And I do hope that the BVI will continue to set the example for the other territories. I wish to thank you very much, Dr. Smith, for this. And Minister Baldwin, I thank you all very much. for the day and continue working for the benefit of the people.
Territory Day celebration was conducted under the theme Our Story Continues. Nia Douglas reporting for GTV News.